The President's approach to Russia has been guided by the conviction that we could cooperate on areas of mutual interest while speaking very plainly about areas of disagreement, maintaining support for our friends, and holding firmly to our principles. The development of a more effective working relationship, we believe, has in fact led to an impressive list of mutually beneficial foreign policy achievements, including, just to mention a few, the New START Agreement, the 123 Agreement on Civil Nuclear Energy Cooperation, military transit arrangements in support of our common efforts in Afghanistan, a visa agreement to promote bilateral business ties, major bilateral trade deals, and unprecedented cooperation with Russia on Iran sanctions. The list also includes the conclusion of negotiations to welcome Russia into the World Trade Organization, a goal that had been an objective of U.S. and Russian administrations for nearly 20 years. We're currently working with Congress to terminate the application of the Jackson-Vanik Amendment for Russia, lifting Jackson-Vanik and extending permanent normal trade relations with Russia are not gifts to Russia. Rather, they are in the fundamental interests of the United States to create and sustain jobs, as well as ensure that U.S. firms will benefit from Russia's WTO market access commitments. Were we to fail to graduate Russia from Jackson-Vanik, we would be disadvantaging American companies relative to their competitors in other WTO member states. We should not forget that in Vice President Biden's 2009 Munich speech, which first articulated the strategy that has come to be known as the Reset, there were three important corollaries. The Vice President said that the United States will not recognize Abkhazia and South Ossetia. He said the United States does not recognize spheres of influence with Europe. And he said that the United States maintains that sovereign states have the right to choose their alliances. And despite some initial questioning among some of Russia's neighbors, we have not given an inch on any of these principles. Indeed, our improved relations with Russia have not come at the expense of our allies or our values, and we have continued to speak frankly about our differences. I know some have asked whether the progress with Russia that we have made in the past 3 years will continue under President Putin. All I can say is we are certainly ready to pursue that goal. I would point out that Mr. Putin was the head of Russia's government for all of the past 3 years when all of these positive things were accomplished. We obviously have to be realistic. We know that achievements going forward will be the result of hard work on both sides and will require a continued focus on mutual interests. We know there are ongoing issues of disagreement, such as over missile defense in Georgia. There are contentious issues that have arisen recently, including our differences over how to respond to the crisis in Syria. But even as we discuss these difficult issues, we are going to continue to operate on the assumption that we have many common interests in Russia, and we can pursue those while also being very clear about the things we differ on and without sacrificing our principles or our friends.